all gathered here today to celebrate a momentous occasion, being the commissioning of the late Honorable Arsene James Pipeline Project. It is a ceremony to firstly remember the efforts of a very important person who conceptualized this project way back in 2002. Secondly, we are here to celebrate and signal the completion of this project, which took over 17 years to come to fruition. A review of the files at WASCO is instructive as to how the late Honorable Arsene James was steadfast and committed in trying his best to ensure that his people in Micoud South could have a sustainable supply of water, which was being rationed between the communities of Deriso and Tiroche over the years. The late Honorable Arsene James was a distinguished national educator and a former district representative for Micoud South for many years. In 2002, he was unable to raise the funds required to complete this project through government or WASCO. So he approached the then resident ambassador of the Republic of China on Taiwan to initiate this project for the benefit of his people. He was very persuasive and passionate about this project, and was fortunate to obtain a commitment from the then resident ambassador, Mr. Tom Chu, whose government was very generous in providing him an initial amount of $432,000 EC in 2009 to purchase a 100,000-gallon glass-fused storage tank, which is installed in the Mount Daisy area of Tiroche. The government of the Republic of China and Taiwan also provided 2 stainless steel vertical multi-storage booster pumps, as well as an assortment of pipes costing $148,000 to proceed with this project. This new storage tank was erected at Mount Daisy, Tiroche, Micoud in 2009 as previously indicated. This tank remained unutilized for almost 10 years, in spite of the persistent efforts of Honorable Arsene James in and out of Parliament for the necessary additional funds to complete this project. The Prime Minister, Honorable Alan Chastanet, and our Line Minister, Honorable Ezekiel Joseph, heard the pleas of Honorable Arsene James on assuming political office in 2016, and they approached WASCO's new Board of Directors to seek funding to finalize this project. However, in the interim, there was a major land slippage near the erected tank, and we subsequently discovered that some of the pipes donated by the Republic of China and Taiwan were utilized for other WASCO projects over the years. We therefore had to stabilize around the tank site in 2017, following geotechnical investigations by Mr. Roosevelt Isaac of Strata Engineering. Consequently, we implemented the recommended measures to stabilize the slope near the tank through drainage works and micropiling. We were also able to successfully procure loan funding to the tune of $2.7 million to design, acquire additional pipes and pumps to finalize this project. Once this was achieved, we worked closely with the Honorable James to obtain the services of 4 local contractors to commence the trenching works in the road, and subsequently in installing 7 kilometers of 4-inch pipeline from the storage tank at Mount Daisy, Tiroche, Micoud South to the treatment plant in Micoud North. It was subsequently arranged with Honorable James for the sword-turning ceremony to be held on August 2nd, 2018, to signal commencement of the project. However, as fate would have it, Honorable James unfortunately passed away on Sunday, July 29th, 2018, after a brief illness. We are very convinced that through our interaction with him at the time, that he knew that this time around, and with the assistance of his government and the impetus provided by the new WASCO board, that his promise to successfully deliver this project to his people would be fulfilled after 17 long years. The sword-turning ceremony for this project was finally held on August 22nd, 2018, after the death and burial of this illustrious son of the soil, and construction work commenced thereafter. The project is now completed to the delight of residents, and the storage tank is sanitized and currently filled with treated water, which is being distributed throughout the community on a 24/7 basis. The road along which the pipeline is installed has been reinstated, and there was little difficulty encountered during the execution phase by commuters. This was due to a successful implementation of the traffic management plan along the route. The pipeline has been pressure tested, and small leaks that were identified have since been addressed. At this stage, we wish to thank the 4 local contractors who successfully completed their sections of the project. They are here with us today and are as follows: Mr. Felix Samuel, Mr. Gaspar Saint-Hilaire, Mr. Ted Emmanuel, and Mr. Al Williams. Okay. The consultant of this project was Mr. Eglan Flavier of Danian C. Limited, along with our own design and construction unit under the capable leadership of Mr. Kelvin Emilier and his hard-working WASCO staff. Let me thank all of you and the present WASCO staff for giving your time to attend this ceremony. Let me also thank the government of the Republic of China and Taiwan through its resident ambassador, Your Excellency Mr. Douglas Chen, who is here with us today. Finally, allow me to thank the Honorable Prime Minister and District Rep, Honorable Alan Chaste, our Line Minister, Honorable Ezekiel Joseph, and Cabinet colleagues for their ongoing support in ensuring that the dreams and aspirations of Honorable Arsene James and his family of supporters are finally achieved for the benefit of all residents. Long live his memory. Long live the expectations of the residents of this community through WASCO providing an adequate and sustainable supply of water on a daily basis. At WASCO, the motto is water is life. I thank you.
When I heard Cherry mention that this is a project has been delayed for 10 years, my feeling is very complicated, and I don't know how to express this kind of feeling, because I believe the people who live in this area has been suffering for more than 10 years, and this project should be complete 10 years ago. So today I'm very happy and honored to be invited to participate in this ceremony to have a commissioning of this water pipe project, under the leadership by my good friend, Honorable Prime Minister Alan Chestnut, and his government. Please give this government a big applaud. Ambassador Tom Chu. Ambassador Tom Chu is my idol. He is the Legion of St. Lucia. He is now in Taiwan, and he called me last night. He requested me to send his regard to the Honorable Prime Minister, his good friend, and also all of his friends in St. Lucia. He said he missed everybody, and he missed everything here had been done in these beautiful and great countries. As a representative from Taiwan, I feel nobody can bypass Ambassador Tom Chu. Very difficult. But I keep encouraging myself to do my best to play as a bridge between Taiwan and St. Lucia. And I don't know whether Prime Minister is satisfied or not. I don't know my performance was satisfied or make everybody happy or not. But why you laugh? But I would like to tell you the truth that I will do my best. I will keep doing my best to facilitate that everything that can strengthen and promote the relationship between Taiwan and St. Lucia. From water pipe, education, ICT, agriculture, banana, whatever you call it. Okay? And before I leave, Ambassador Tom Chu want me to sing a song on behalf of himself. I said, Ambassador, I don't know how to sing this song. He said, just turn on your iPhone and then the song will come out. He said, there's a song called With Love from Taiwan. I said, how to sing it? He says, thing like this. From Taiwan, with love I fly to you, much wiser since I live on to you. I've traveled the world to see how beautiful the St. Lucia from love for Taiwan with you. This is the song that Tom Chu want me to sing for everybody. You know, you can ask Mr. Dewa Kim, no matter it's for Chinese or Taiwanese, water is so important for us. Water means life. Water means fortune. Water means prosperity. So I would like to send my congratulations to the local residents again. Enjoy the water, cherish the water. The water will bring you, all of you, the fortune and a good life. Thank you very much.
This morning when I got up, I felt well relieved for two reasons. The first reason is that I said, what would I come here and say about this project that I have not said? Like the chairlady said, we had the groundbreaking ceremony 7 months ago, and I had the opportunity to address you all and to share the many experiences I had with Honorable Arsene James as it pertains to this project. I heard started in 2002, but I was associated with it from 2016 when we sat in cabinet and we sat in parliament discussing with him, and he asking for advice as to how we can get the resources to really implement this project. Of course, unfortunately, he passed away. And again, unfortunately, in 2011, we lost the elections, and nothing happened. And you heard from the chairman that all the equipment and the pipes that he got for this project was used for other projects. And when I sit in Parliament now, I hear about victimization and discontinuation of projects started by the St. Lucia Labour Party. I ask myself, are we serious? Are we really serious? The other reason I felt relieved, and I must share that parliamentary representative for Micoud South, I said no longer the Prime Minister will be calling me and saying, Ezekiel, what's happening to this project? When are we going to see the completion of this project? Honorable Prime Minister, we have delivered. And when I say we have delivered, I'm referring to my line ministry. I'm referring to the board of directors of WASCO. I'm referring to the staff members of WASCO, and I'm referring to the contractors who, when we decided to go along with the contractors, there were a number of concerns being expressed about the ability of these contractors to undertake the work. The feedback I received that you all did it within time and within budget. You all need the wrong applause. And that is what my government believes in. My government believes in the development of our people. Give them opportunities for them to prove themselves. And the 4 contractors that were assigned to this project, you have given us the courage, the encouragement to continue in that line. So thank you very much. I must say, and I told the Prime Minister that I was happy to see for once we started a ceremony on time in the honor of Arsene James. Because Honorable Arsene James was always on time. So that shows how committed we are in honoring a gentleman that was very committed to his constituency. And I must say, since working with the parliamentary representative for Micoud South, he has the same mindset. He has the same approach. Now speaking to the residents of Micoud South. All of the outstanding projects that were not completed, all of the projects started by Honorable Arsene James, especially those under my ministry, I've given a commitment working along with your parliamentary representative to complete them. And we have seen at least 2 of these projects being completed. There's only one more, the Arsene Young Youth Farmer Program, where we shall incorporate a number of young farmers, give them opportunity to get involved in agriculture. Especially now, we are working with the government of Taiwan on the import substitution program. We believe there are opportunities for a number of young persons in this community to get involved and capitalize on the opportunities that your government will be giving you. So I'm really looking forward at least to complete that aspect as it pertains to a project that was started by Honorable Arsene James, the Youth in Agricultural Program. I want to say that, and I said it in Canaries, this is becoming a staple for me now. Coming to functions like these under WASCO and to officially either have the sorting ceremony or to officially commence projects that have been completed by WASCO. And of course, when the Prime Minister gave me the responsibility for WASCO, I told him that he didn't like me. Because all the work and all the project that was choked in the pipeline, I said, PM, why is me giving that responsibility? And Honorable Guy Joseph is laughing. I said, why don't you do Honorable Guy Joseph? Because he had the experience doing it before. He said, no, you're going to do it. And I can say here today that I am happy that I'm associated with this project. I'm happy that I'm the one working with your parliamentary representative and, of course, a team that I have the fullest confidence in to deliver that long outstanding project for you, the people of Micoud South. Of course, whilst we can boast of the implementation of projects, I'm sure there are a lot of other things we can do, because we know now we are well on our way to see the commencement of the Beauchamps South Water Project. Now we are now in the process of receiving bids. And let me say that again. We are in the process of receiving bids, which means we went through a process of allowing persons to tender, to express an interest, and of course we went through a committee and select the persons. We went through all the stages that are required as far as the tendering process is concerned. So when I'm hearing out there that WASCO is doing things outside the norm, I can stand here and say that's incorrect. I have a chairman and a board of directors that do things the way it's supposed to be done. So do not be fooled. So now we are well on our way to see the commencement of the Beauchamps South project, water development project. The John Compton Dam, we have started phase 1. Phase 2, the equipments are in St. Lucia, and very soon, providing that we have the rains, we shall see once again a long outstanding project, the commencement of desilting the John Compton Dam. Of course, in the Mabia Valley, we're now on phase 2 of the Mabia Valley water development project. Now, I heard a lot of things happening in Babono. A little thing I have in Babono, you know. Everybody talk about Babono, everything. We have Soufre, we have Swazel, we have in Saltibus, we have in Beauchamps, which is taken to court. So we're working all throughout St. Lucia as far as improving the water systems in the respective communities. So I want to say, Madam Chair, to my team, chairman, directors, manager, and of course, staff members of WASCO, thank you very much for the support that you're giving me. Thank you very much for the support you're giving my department, and of course, thank you very much for the support you're giving your government. Before I say it, I want to speak to the people, my staff members in Beauchamps South, or the southern part of the country. I made a commitment to you that we shall see the improvement of your working environment. I can say here today that we're well on our way in building a new office block for the staff members of the South. We have acquired the land, we are developing the concept, and the management is now speaking to the bank. As soon as we have finalized this, we shall see the commencement of a new office for our staff members in the South. Like I've told the chairman, I don't have time. I only have 2 more years. There's no guarantee that I'll be there next time around. So this project have to be finished before 2021, Mr. Chair. It will be. It will be. Thank you very much. So at least I can have the opportunity to cut the ribbon for the new office in the South. So in closing, I want to say thank you very much to all those who have made this a reality. I want to say, Honorable Prime Minister, thank you very much for your support in allowing us the leeway to implement this project. And I'm sure my brother Arsene James will be here smiling. I stand here with very mixed feelings, I can tell you. He's not been here with us today. But of course, I'm sure he'll be satisfied that we have been able to accomplish one of his long outstanding dreams, improving the water system in his constituency. Thank you very much.
I think everybody has said it, that today is bittersweet. Bittersweet in the sense that the person that saw the vision for this project over 20 years ago is not with us. But the magnitude of the commitment that he had was in his death. That he passed away days before the groundbreaking of the ceremony of this project. And as probably the stories are going to go, he was actually out handing over invitations to people. And there's one gentleman who shall remain nameless, who indicated that when Arsene gave him his invitation, that he said, I may not be there. I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't do it. But I think that in him, what was keeping him alive, because obviously Mr. James must have known that he was not well. And what was keeping him going was knowing he had to make this project happen. So I particularly want to thank the Honorable Ezekiel Joseph, who probably more than anybody else had felt the pain in the passing of Mr. James. And as you heard, has made a commitment to make sure that he can deliver on all the projects that Mr. James started. We just recently got to open up the Agricultural Production Center in Ager. We still have another agricultural project to be able to complete. And now this water project. And this is what friendship is all about. You know, is that you don't just see somebody and say you're a friend. Even as he's left us, that his friends would continue his legacy. And the question is, why was Mr. James so driven about this project in particular? Because being a permanent resident of this constituency, he would have lived it every day. And let's not miss that point, that it was not just the people in Tiroche and Beauchamps and Douga and Lagouville that were suffering. It was also the people in Agen and the people in Derisseau and Blasha that were also suffering. Because in order to make sure that there was water on this side, the water was being shared. And that has gone on for a period of 20 years. You know, in politics, I use the term ching, ching, ching. You know, and Mr. James knew that this was a ching, ching, ching project. And how is it a ching, ching, ching project? Because all the people who had to buy water tanks all those years in order to make sure that they stored water now don't have to buy water tanks anymore. All the people who, when there was no water, would have to pay a trucker to bring water to them, they don't have to pay that anymore. So where's that money? Ching, ching, ching. And that's what this government is about. This government is about empowering the people of this country, in making sure that government is delivering the quality and the standard of services that improve the quality of life of not some, not most, but everybody. And this is what my party in particular has always said, that we don't discriminate against constituencies. Because there are people who have supported and will continue to support the Labour Party in this constituency that are benefiting from the water. That's the point. And I know St. Lucians, in going around and meeting with St. Lucians, nobody likes it when some people get and others don't. Nobody feels comfortable with that. And so projects like water, projects like roads and education and healthcare, these are things that improve the quality of life of everyone. There's no discrimination. Whether you're tall, fat, short, Indian, black, white, it doesn't matter. You get to use the road. You get to drink the water. You get to go to the healthcare center. Everybody equally. So I can't thank you again, Mr. Chen, Ambassador Chen, for your support. And please, can you convey to your government the warm wishes and the gratefulness of my cabinet and the people of St. Lucia, and today, the citizens and the residents of Micoud South, for your incredible generosity. Thank you very much. Again, I just want to thank all the members from WASCO. Chairman Dembo has really done a yeoman's work since he's taken over as the chairman. I want to thank you for your efforts. And certainly your staff and your board have rallied around you, and what you guys have achieved in a very short period of time, you should be very, very proud of. When I was driving the other day and I saw all that heavy equipment heading up to the Roseau Dam, it was very, very impressive. And it's nice to see that we've been able to take a project from the paper and from an idea to actually make it happen. And that's really the difference that it takes. So again, I want to thank you and your team, not only for what you've done here, but what you've been doing throughout the length and breadth of St. Lucia. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you. And last, I want to congratulate my young contractors from the constituency for the work that you guys did. It was amazing to see the lack of disruptions in the constituency. I can officially tell you that I didn't receive one phone call from anybody complaining. The only complaint I got was it wasn't happening fast enough, and I had to calm them down. But I am very grateful for this project, and I want to thank all the people who have made it happen on behalf of the people of Micoud South. So again, thank you very much.